The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
All right, let's go. It is 72 degrees out right now this early at 6:05. Beautiful. Going to be 87 in some parts of our listening area. 87. Holy crap. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That is nice.
I know. Do you think you'll be able to get tan?
No.
No.
No, I used to get tan and nice out there, and I just lay out without lotion. It's not a good thing. I understand. I don't put suntan lotion on. I never did.
Why?
Because I like to get tan. I like to get like a little
It
red.
doesn't prevent you from tanning. It prevents you from cancer.
I know that.
Okay.
But as a kid, I never wore it barely, and that just I got nice dark tans. And I want to get dark tans again.
How's it working out for you?
Well, so far, zero.
Yeah.
Nothing. Case, you got a tan going on there and anywhere in your body?
I don't tan anymore. I don't burn either. The sun just doesn't affect me.
You're like a vampire.
A little bit, yeah.
Huh.
And it would be weird if I got really tan.
I'd
That
love.
would be interesting. I would love. Can we all pitch in and buy a spray tan for
Well,
Case?
he's got his Planet Fitness membership where you get unlimited tanning.
Sure, I do have the black card.
The black card gives you unlimited tanning. You should be in here like Pauly D.
You know how white your teeth would look?
I got to get my teeth whitened. They're struggling
No,
right
you don't
now.
have to. You just can get tanner.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm meant to be tan.
Huh.
It's like because you're from Indiana.
Well, that's certainly part of it.
Yeah.
Well, Indiana people have tans.
Well, they have farmer's tans.
Yeah, I had a farmer's tan when I grew up too. Really dark brown
Well, neither of you
sleeves.
farmed.
It doesn't matter. It's a stereotype. It's a racial stereotype.
Okay.
If you're a farmer,
And I've been discriminated against.
I've been.
I'm so sorry to you both. I know you're both victims.
Isn't it funny that do people still call it a farmer's tan?
What else would they call it?
I don't know. Has it been like removed and become like?
Like the Cleveland Indians?
Yeah, like is it pigment?
Pigment-phobic?
Pigment deprived in the shoulder region. Because a farmer's tan starts right at the bicep and goes down. So a nice brown tan and you're just pure white when you take your shirt off.
I think you could still call it a farmer's tan.
I don't know.
My husband gets a baseball tan,
What's the same thing?
which is it's where your forehead is two different colors because you're always wearing a baseball cap.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like you got a face transplant. It just doesn't match.
Doesn't the rim block the sun?
No, because he wears it backwards.
Oh.
King Griffey Jr. over there.
And so he just has this it's forehead, just two completely different people.
Yeah.
It's not in the same race.
It's a big
It's not good.
it's a big issue because I want to wear the baseball hat backwards, but it's an issue.
Well, and then he just keeps wearing it, and I go, could you just do a few days with sunglasses on because we have dinner this weekend, and you look insane. It's embarrassing.
Oh, that's so good. Can he put suntan lotion only on his forehead before he puts the
he
hat on?
also refuses suntan lotion, and now he has dots all over his body. And I go, well, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
I go, did you have freckles as a child? And he goes, no. And I'm like, well, you developed actual sunspots, so it's not good.
I got a couple of those too.
You have sunspots?
I never had freckles either, and I have some on my shoulders, probably from years of not wearing suntan lotion.
You guys.
Yeah, wear it because you will get cancer. So
You're
don't.
just trying to die. It's so easy. It's just lotion. It's the easiest task.
I don't know.
I understand why you don't want to get in shape. You have to run and diet, but you can't put lotion on to not get cancer.
Well, I work up a sweat putting lotion on. Does that
the
count as a
whole thing.
workout? By the way, 219 checked in. It's called a golfer's tan now, not a farmer's tan.
Oh, that's privilege. I'm blue collar. I have a farmer's
Amen.
tan.
I don't agree with Case very often, but that is a privileged statement.
All right, so coming up here, we got a real special treat for you in about 7 minutes at 6:15. Shinedown was in the lounge yesterday. It was incredible. It's all up on Q101.com, our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. You can find it anywhere on our socials. But we're going to replay a cool part of when they played Symptom. We're going to play that, the live version of it, and then talking into the song about Q101. And it was just real special to us. And you guys make this show, and you're going to hear that in his voice when we play that audio next here. So don't go anywhere.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, just a fantastic moment yesterday in our lounge with Shinedown, and it was a mental health summit. You had a former drummer of Maroon 5, Ryan Dusick, and some great local people talking about suicide prevention. And when you're looking for some help, you can call 988 always. This number we've used here at the station when we've had to help some people, and it's saved lives. So Shinedown then did a really cool performance, incredible as usual, and really nice things said about Q101. And this is all about you guys because you guys make this radio station. And here's what he said. This is Brent.
So I'm going to tell you something interesting about Q101. So how long ago was it that we did the morning show?
A year?
Yeah.
Literally almost probably to the day.
Okay. So this first song we're going to play, which is the most current single that we've released, which as of this morning has officially charted on 5 formats, which is crazy.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't know what song we were about to play. Now I do.
That was my cue. That was my Q101. Okay, stop. But so when I think about it, in retrospect, the radio built Shinedown. It truly did. I know that we live in a world where, the consumption of music is very vast and broad with streaming and this and that and the other, but radio has always been there for us from like day one. And I've said this before, streaming, gets music out there, but there's like 125,000 songs released a week on streaming platforms. In North America, though, the interesting thing about the radio is, I've said this, getting your music played is one thing on a streaming service, but if you want a career, you got to get played on the radio. And if you really want to have an opportunity to build a fan base, and that's why radio is so important to us, specifically with this song we're going to play for you. Us being able to come to the morning show like over a year ago, and the most beautiful thing in the world happened. A radio moment happened on a morning show where like all of Chicago called in and was like, and I get emotional about it because it's like a real thing that happened. The city of Chicago, because James let us come and play live on the air and have this moment, and then Chicago started calling Q101 and being like, you should play them more. We like those dudes. We like that song. And then Q101 started playing it. So to everybody in Chicago, and especially Q101, thank you for the opportunity. Seriously.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go. Now, it's the one thing you should do every night before you go to bed if you want to have a successful relationship, and it's not sex. Kenzie, what do you think it is if it's not sex?
My guess was sex. So, something to do. Oh, like showers so you don't smell bad so the person's not like disgusted by you.
It's not a bad idea.
Maybe that.
What are you laughing at?
It was intense. So the person's not disgusted by you.
Yeah.
Just wait till you get married.
I guess.
I rarely shower before bed, but occasionally if we've had a long day running around outside, then I'll say, I got to take a shower.
See, I can't do it in the morning. I'd wake up the whole house. Like all the kids are on the same floor as us. I can't wake up at 3 and do it. So I always do it the night before.
Yeah. I got to shower before at 3. So otherwise I'll never wake up.
You wake everybody else up in the house though?
I turn the air conditioning on usually so it makes some sound and a background noise.
So you make more noise on top of the noise in your shower?
And it gets freezing in the house.
Why would that help?
You have icicles coming out of the shower.
I turn on something else that also makes noise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I start a chainsaw.
Now they're mad about the chainsaw in the shower. It's perfect.
Get my power drill out there.
This is how I win.
And they sleep like a baby, all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
What do you think it is, Case? What you should do before you go to bed at night? It's not sex to have a happy, healthy relationship.
I'm on the same track as Kenzie, but I think it's brushing your teeth because I know in my relationship when I forget to brush my teeth, it causes problems.
I forget too often.
I know. And then
I know.
How do you forget? Can't you taste it in your mouth?
I just kind of go like, why? I'm going to bed.
I'm with you, brother.
I'll brush them in the morning in a
Yep.
couple hours. I know. You're supposed to brush after every
I
meal.
can't. Whenever you have a coating, like when you feel a coating on your teeth. Oh my gosh, I have woken up before on the weekend because obviously we wake up very early. I get up for 3 anyways.
Yeah.
But if I wake up on the weekend and it's like 3 a.m, I'll go brush my teeth and go back to bed. If I feel that coating in the middle of the night, I can't sleep. It's ruined now for me. It bothers me so much.
I don't know why it's disturbing to see somebody in the middle of the night brushing their teeth. Like that freaked me out. Like it's.
Why? Now you know they're not going to smell like ass when they get into bed. Isn't
I know,
that good?
No, in the middle of the night, like you're already asleep and you wake up and go brush your teeth. It's kind of like if I walked in the kitchen and you were making eggs or something like that.
That would also be exciting.
I do like.
God, I'm hungry.
I do like eggs.
It's the same as people who brush their teeth at work. I don't trust them.
That's weird.
I don't like that at all.
In a public restroom, absolutely, they're dirtier now. I don't care what you tell me.
There's a Family Guy song about that where they make fun of people who brush their teeth at work. It's really funny.
Ugh.
Oh, you always got a Family Guy to play on the show today.
100%.
We'll find that later. In the meantime, the fact is, what you should do before you go to bed every night, and it's not sex to have a healthy relationship, is related to sex. It's this make out. So make out and not have sex, as it increases your intimacy, according to a new study of sex
that'll make
therapists.
my husband happy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think what you're saying is, I'll use the phrase that's the popular term, blue balls. I mean, why would you make out if you're not going to have sex? That's kind of I know that's not fair and it's not right. That's how I think. That making out has to lead to sex.
Like, well, see you later.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Exactly.
Big gulps, huh? Oh, he'd be angry.
I think every guy would be angry.
Not me.
But you wouldn't be angry if you made out and then didn't have sex?
I like making out.
And
I
then
like
you
a
just
nice.
cuddled?
Yeah, exactly. It's nice.
So you make out and just form into a cuddle situation. Like when I was dating, that meant they didn't want to have sex with me. They just like, not yet. Or it's never going to happen, you know?
Well, I know for a fact that I can already tell when my husband doesn't roll over to cuddle me and he lays face up, I'm like, okay, he wants to have sex. Like, this sucks.
Face up?
This sucks. Because
like a
I'm
sundial?
so tired and I'm just like ready to cuddle. And I'm like, okay. And so if I have to like roll over to him, and sometimes when I roll over to him and cuddle him, I fall asleep.
Oh, boy.
Because now it's so warm. And
That's a Megan thing.
Yeah.
When we watch TV, we'll watch a series. Let's catch up on Binge the show, and I'll realize she's asleep about 5 minutes in on my chest, which is a very nice feeling. I love it. It's very nice.
well, my husband gets mad because we'll wake up and he'll be like, so you fell asleep last night? I'm like, well, we were cuddling. It's so hard sometimes to not fall asleep.
He kept going like, trying to wake you up.
He does like a big fake sneeze. Achoo!
He starts a
Or he does
chainsaw.
He puts his arm around me and he does the shoulder shake, like, how's your day? I'm like, it was kind of tiring, actually.
Pours a glass of water on your head.
He's got a bucket of ice on standby. He's in the military.
I wonder why I wanted an ice machine in the bedroom to grab some ice and dump it on. Yeah, I don't understand this, but hey, maybe it works for you, our listeners out there at 312-591-8020, to make out and not have sex. Now, again, the sex therapist said this. It's called bristling, and it's supposed to build intimacy. And, of course, you still should have some sex eventually, but you make out before you go to bed.
No. The therapist said this was bad.
Just making out. I don't know.
That's another reason for my husband to hate therapy. Like, I told you this was a crack.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for some audio of the day. And we might as well, before we move on from talking about, how do we get to the brushing? Oh, because Kenzie said she wants to brush your teeth at night. And you should brush your teeth before you go to bed. That's what you should do.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You should do that. And Case brought up the Family Guy episode with a song they had about brushing your teeth at work, because we led there from are people weird that brush their teeth at work out there in Chicago. So
Why the hell do you brush your teeth at work? Why the hell do you brush your teeth at work? The bathroom's full of poop and pee, and now you rub that on your teeth like you're gonna kiss someone at 3.
So that's Griffin and Quagmire when they do they're trying to be Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah, there's like a whole episode where they have a bunch of songs. It's a very, very good episode. We've played one from that episode before about putting butter on a Pop-Tart, where we had an in-depth Pop-Tart discussion where the creator of the Pop-Tart died.
Remember that very much so.
Who could forget? A legendary moment in Brian and Kenzie history.
Oh, my God. Well, so more audio of the day. This came from a story that involved a woman, a teacher, who filmed racy videos at work and sent them to her boyfriend, but then, of course, they leaked out and everybody saw them. And
jeez, can't even have a private conversation anymore.
You can't just drop your
Mind
pants.
your business.
You drop your pants at a grade school.
You shouldn't send it to a kid, unless her boyfriend was a kid.
No.
Okay, well, then what's the big deal?
I like how you qualified that.
Let me make sure.
So there was a press conference about it, and this black activist named Quano X got out and spoke about the situation and what should happen to the teacher and how vile it was. Just enjoy his voice, Kenzie, and the words he uses to describe what happened.
In an elementary school, teaching our children, we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
Well, that's unnecessary. You didn't have to cover her like that.
What does he say at the end again?
You gotta hear this. Here we go.
And showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
That's First off, he obviously didn't just glance because that is very specific. You looked at those photos for quite some time.
Oh, Lord.
He had a magnifying glass up to his computer screen.
Oh, my God. That guy should be our voiceover guy for the radio station. Q101.
Everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
That's unnecessary. I mean, why do you have to call her out for having cellulite? That would piss me off. Why you put me on blast like that?
I guess the guy is an ex now, and he put the videos up on a revenge porn website.
That's bad.
Very bad.
That's not cool.
Yeah. Now, she shouldn't have filmed the videos in an elementary school as well. Bad as well.
Why, were there kids in the background? Come on.
Doesn't matter. You can go to your car if you have to. Get out of the parking lot. Get out of school grounds.
It's very hard to get the angles in the car because you're sitting. Nobody looks good sitting. That's tough.
Can't get your ring light set up properly in the car.
Now you're asking for a lot if you think I'm going to be able to get those angles in a car.
Well, maybe those angles would have hid what the guy says here.
Everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
That's not right.
You should have went for a better angle. Wow. Okay. Well, listen, she got fired, I believe, for the situation. And I don't know what happened to that guy. He's still doing his thing. Let's get to headlines from Gil Curtis right now as we're up against it. Go ahead,
This
Gil.
is not headline news. 93-year-old Rupert Murdoch got married for the 5th time. I credit his success with women to his pickup line, "I'm rich and will soon be dead." A third person in the U.S. tested positive for bird flu. Whatever. Just like COVID, I'm not panicking until Tom Hanks gets it. Dr. Ruth Westheimer turns 96 today. We'd like to ask her secret for longevity, but something tells me we don't want to hear the answer. And today is National Old Maids Day and National Hug Your Cat Day. What are the chances these two would fall on the same day? This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.